10 richest YouTubers of 2020. If people from the past were told that you could generate an annual income of more than a CEO of a company just by making absurd videos and waiting for them to go viral, they wouldn't believe it. But it happened, only by YouTube. Hello everyone, and welcome to Al-ascent. For today's video, we'll be talking about the highest paid YouTubers of 2020. Before we look at how much each one of them earned, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to stay notified. While we're getting fabulous free entertainment, the people on the other side of the screen can be making amounts that would make most people's heads spin. I'm talking more in a day than most people make in an entire year. It's seriously mind-blowing. Ready to have your mind blown? Let's go. Number 10. Logan Paul. Initially starting on Vine, Logan has had a sticking power that few other veterans of the now defunct platform can come close to claiming. While many people had some negative views of Logan for a few years, in recent times, he had turned his public perception around, and in a way that's never been seen before in the history of YouTube. He gained not just a ton of new subscribers, but the respect of a whole lot of people. Sometime in 2019, Logan switched up almost everything in his content, focusing on making more engaging and entertaining works for all ages. He couldn't have done a better job. These days, the American vlogger, podcaster, and highest-earning loser in celebrity boxing history easily pulls in about 5.4 million views a day, which adds more than $16,200 to his already hefty net worth. Bolstered by his legendary earnings from his boxing matches with KSI, and with earnings of more than $5.8 million a year, who would ever want to stop? Number 9. PEWDIEPIE. Standing as the undisputed king of YouTube, with the largest non-corporate channel of the entire platform by a massive margin, is the Swedish slaughterer of water sheep, Felix Kjellberg. Most people know him as PEWDIEPIE. Beginning to upload gameplay videos in 2010, when the trend was still pretty much unheard of on YouTube, PEWDIEPIE has uploaded a video a day for over 10 years straight, only recently starting to take weekend breaks. Along the way, he managed to become the first YouTuber ever to earn over 50 million followers and eventually the 100 million subscriber play buttons, an honor we probably won't see another person receive for close to another decade. Now holding more than 107 million subscribers. On average, Felix amasses more than 10.6 million views on any given day, which brings in about $30,600 daily, and that's just from views on his video. He's also got merch, a fashion line called Suki, mobile games, and would have to be the most expensive sponsored videos on the platform. Still, even if we don't take all those substantial income sources into account, PewDiePie's channel pulls in at least $11 million every year. Not bad for a college dropout who had to sell hot dogs to support himself not too long ago. Number 8. DOBRIK. One of the original kings of vlogging, DOBRIK seems to have the ultimate dream life that keeps getting better and better. David has made quite a name for himself through his charitable attitude towards his friends, to whom he's given away more than 20 cars. And we're not talking about Corollas and Civics. His Surprising My Friend With series is one of the biggest hits on his massive 18+ million subscriber channel, which means they're also his biggest earners. Even if he isn't uploading one of his massive philanthropic feats, David quickly pulls in more than 6.3 million views a day on his vlogs. And numbers like that mean that even a bad day for the Slovakian-born YouTuber means making at least $18,900. As one of the most well-known YouTubers in the world, David's also got money coming in from merch, promotions, and live events. But just from the revenue on his main channel, he earns more than $6.8 million a year, and that is a whole lot of Teslas to give away. Number 7. Mr Beast. Hailing from a small city in North Carolina, Jimmy Donaldson, better known as Mr Beast, fully embodies the YouTube fantasy. Jimmy invented what would become the most popular trend in YouTube history at only 18 years old: YouTube philanthropy. By posting videos of himself either spending or giving away crazy sums of money, Jimmy's videos dominated YouTube's trending page over and over, launching his channel to over 45 million subscribers. As his channel grew, so did the acts of charity he could pull off, like making a free car dealership or tipping a pizza guy with an entire furnished house. Now, to go from giving a homeless man $10,000 cash to upgrading an entire homeless shelter, there must be some severe leaps in earnings, and trust me, there were. Mr. Beast's channel regularly pulls in 8 million views daily, earning him more than $24,000 a day. On top of that, based on his own words, the average sponsorship for just one of his videos is between $100,000 and $250,000. Mr. Beast's channel earns over $8.64 million a year from views alone. At least we know he'll be doing a lot of good with all that money. Number 6. ZHC. Sitting right on the edge of an incredible 16.5 million subscribers and growing, ZHC is an artsy YouTuber who seems to have come out of nowhere to those who stumble upon his videos, only to find the absurd amounts of money he puts into them. Regularly pulling off insanely charitable stunts, like customizing Lamborghinis or Teslas and giving them to other huge YouTubers, has allowed those creators' audiences to flow into ZHC's subscriber base, giving him one of the best formulas for success on the platform to date. In most of his videos, ZHC will give away super costly prizes to random subscribers, like 50 new iPhones in just one video, or 50 iPads in another. With incentives like those, it's no wonder his subs and views are always skyrocketing. On an average day, ZHC's channel amasses over 3.5 million views, bringing at least $10,500 every day. On top of those numbers, he's got massive sponsorship deals and a vast merch line. Even if we ignore those massive money generators, ZHC earns an incredible $3.78 million a year just from his YouTube channel views. Number 5. KSI. One of the biggest legends to emerge from the YouTube landscape, KSI has more than earned his reputation for lavish spending. Having earned a rumored $10 million from his 2 boxing matches with Logan Paul, at 26, the British vlogger wasn't quite ready to retire. Known for regularly getting into crazy scenarios that often involve hyper-expensive jewelry, famous rappers, and Dragon Ball Z references, it's no surprise that he holds an audience of over 30 million subscribers between his 2 channels. The channel regularly receives more than 3.1 million views a day, which nets him over $9,300 daily. It's crazy to think that he brings in more than $3.34 million a year, just from what's essentially a side hustle. Number 4. LAZERBEAM. With Fortnite being one of the biggest games in the world right now, it's no surprise to learn that the free-to-play game has seriously set up some prominent YouTube millionaires. Take LAZERBEAM, for example. The Australian gamer has since branched out to other types of videos, but always comes back to his bread and butter to the tune of 1 million views. Lazer managed to stack up 16.9 million subscribers along the way, which is certainly nothing to scoff at. On average, he pulls in over 9 million views every single day, which in ad revenue alone earns him over 27 grand daily, or about a brand new Tesla every 2 days. Even if we don't take all that into account, however, LAZERBEAM's annual earnings are still more than enough to make your head spin, at over $9.7 million a year, and those are US dollars, which are worth more in Australia. Number 3. Jelly. Who would have thought that pranking your friend in a bunch of different video games could be one of the most profitable jobs in the world? Well, with a very impressive 19+ million subscriber channel, Jelly did. This YouTuber has been crushing it in the gaming sphere for years and shows no signs of slowing down. Jelly has found a formula that won't stop bringing in mountains of views. On any given day, Jelly's channel receives an unbelievable 15.5 million views, which nets him a cool $46,500 on what's just a regular Tuesday for most of us. That's about what the average American makes in a year. Jelly pulls in a handsome $16.74 million just by sitting back and goofing around playing video games. Number 2. Preston. Originally starting in the gaming sphere, Preston's channel started picking up steam when he switched over to making challenge videos. And well, if it isn't broke, don't fix it. Preston has managed to grow his channel's audience to an impressive 14.9 million subscribers. Preston pulls in nearly 5 million views on his channel, which gains him about $14,700 every single day, which is a whole lot more than he gives away in a single challenge video. From views on his channel alone, the 26-year-old earns an extraordinary $5.29 million a year. Number 1. Unspeakable. Ironically, this guy's generated so much buzz online with a name like Unspeakable that he's always spoken about. After grinding to try to make it as a YouTuber for over 10 years, Unspeakable finally broke out by creating crazy, elaborate videos where he does things like convert his entire house into a beach or build a whole indoor water park. To date, he's amassed more than 8.8 million subscribers. And his audience seems dedicated because the views on his videos are usually pretty close to his entire sub count, something that's pretty uncommon for bigger YouTubers. Through his insane household antics, Unspeakable manages to drive over 8.8 million sets of eyes to his videos every single day, which in ad revenue also generates more than $23,400 every day. Of course, Unspeakable also makes money from selling merch, sponsorships on videos, a huge gaming channel, and tons of other secretive avenues that's, well, unspeakable. But while we can only guess at his total annual income, his YouTube channel's views earn him an insane $8.42 million a year, which is more than most CEOs make. Your mind's blown, right? So when are you getting together your content and starting your channel? If you loved this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel as well. Let us know who your favorite YouTuber is in the comments below. Thanks again for watching our video, and until next time, take care.